All right, runners, welcome back and happy Friday. We are back for another weekly Wish Upon a Run and Running at Disney update. We've been gone for a while, and here we are back again, right, Kristen?
We're back.
We are. Now, last time we made a video, we promised, because we have been on a bit of a hiatus, and we haven't been posting as much as we said we would, and we definitely apologize for that. We do have a good reason, and we said that we would explain it all to you and tell you all about it. Well, I'm going to, because I feel like we need to just kind of touch on it a little bit, but I cannot tell you all of what's going on just for some reasons. So what I will say is I was involved with an incident for my work. I don't know, some people out there know that I did work for a television station in Orlando, television news. One of the stories I was doing involved Disney. That's all I can say, and I am currently at this point not allowed to go to the Disney parks. I can't go to Disney Springs. I can't go to any Disney resorts. For the time being, I can't do runDisney. So for the time being, I'm kind of on a hiatus from Disney. So that's why Kristen is going to take over. There's a lot of things involved with this that I just can't talk about. I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't do anything wrong.
It just needs to be worked out.
Just needs to be worked out. It was a thing with work. It's a mess. It's caused me a lot of emotional pain, for sure. I've been coming to Disney since I was little. So to not be able to go and not to be able to participate in all the things that I love is staggering to me. And I will say that I still love Disney and I still hold them in the highest regard. I know this will get worked out. And I have all the faith in the world that everything will be back to normal soon. All you can do is hope and wish and have some faith, and that's what we're doing.
So it's fine. We're in the middle of it, and we just had to take some time to a couple of things. One is kind of work through this situation that we're talking about now, and also, there's been a lot of cast shifts, if you will, some layoffs, some real dramatic
lots of really traumatic things
and,
going on.
In the middle of just kind of life for us, we are learning about all these things like friends and family and cast members who've been there a long time that are going through it and working through this. And part of us at the time too wanted to see how runDisney was affected. Is that department going to stay? They don't have races. The next one that they have planned that we know of is Star Wars, and that's in April, and that's a long time to have people on a payroll.
They've done a lot of layoffs, a lot of furloughs, and now lots of layoffs, and they just announced they're going to be doing some layoffs for union workers, which is terrible. This is all really, really upsetting for the local community around here. It's upsetting for so many different reasons, and I haven't heard anything about our runDisney colleagues at runDisney. We basically have no idea as of right now, but it's
so
all
we did
kind of
think about how that affects our channel, and we were kind of taking a little bit of time to see how that plays out. And we know that running at Disney can be done any day of the year, but we also know that if there's no races, all you have is resort running. So we kind of wanted to see how that played out. So I'm sure you guys understand that. But
you can see, so I just did some adjustments on camera here, which I try not to do, but look what we got behind us, guys. Kristen and I have spent the last month,
almost
a full entire month working on our Epcot Spaceship Earth wall, and I think it turned out pretty well. It's great to use for this backdrop that we're using it for right now for our Wish Upon a Run updates, and it looks pretty cool. I won't say it's perfect. It's definitely a work in progress to do some touch-ups on it, but it's so cool to have it in the house, right?
Yeah. So, Adam spent a lot of time and effort on that, and it's turned out fantastic.
And you know what? It's a great little backdrop for our YouTube channel, and I think this
is great. I love it. And I do like shooting at Disney, but it's nice to have something like this at home. One that reminds us of that, but two, with masks and safety, I feel like I can talk on camera without worrying about who's looking at me, or am I in a corner that's far enough away. So it is nice to have some place that we can just
It's better just to be
hang
here
out.
right now. Yeah. And Kristen's still going to go out and she is still going to do some great POVs for us and some great things. And so don't worry, our channel is still going strong here. We just need a little bit of time to get things in order and figure out how we're going to proceed with the channel. And I think we're feeling pretty positive about it. Now we have this great backdrop to bring you guys a weekly update. And that leads us to our next thing, our shirts.
Yeah, so
I don't
we
know if you
did.
can see them here, but we did the Gasparilla, which is in Tampa, their half marathon. Guys, this was the best virtual ever. It was $15 each, and we got this amazing medal. We got the shirts. They sent us some little cooling towels and some bibs and stickers and all this other stuff, and it was $15. It was great. Now, I'm getting a little sick and tired of virtual runs and of running around the block.
But let's talk about this first before we talk about the virtuals, because this race was actually held in person in February of 2020, and it is in Tampa, as you may imagine, and it's part of their whole Gasparilla Festival series. So they have a lot of things going on. The big Gasparilla Festival is usually in January with the Gasparilla Parade for adults and a kids parade the following weekend. And this is a great race, but the problem is it goes up against Princess Weekend every year. So sometimes I do Gasparilla and sometimes I've done Princess. So you know what you can do is this was the virtual.
Yeah, do it this year.
And what's great is Princess is not gonna work out for Run Disney this year.
It's all virtual.
But if you've done your virtual option, maybe you want to run some and you're still planning your trip, register for this Gasparilla race in Tampa because it is still, they're going to do it in person as of now.
Still happening as of
now. They
now.
just put out that they are making plans to work with the city and do everything safe and run the race. So, and it's a great price. It's not at all Disney prices, and it's along the water. It's beautiful. It is one of my most favorite races that is outside of Disney.
Totally well worth it. And they have a lot of different challenges and things that they do, and it's so much cheaper. So you know what? Come to Disney for the weekend. Run down to Tampa, hour and a half, 2 hours, do the Gasparilla, and we'll run back to Disney again, right? Well, not run, drive, but
so this was they must have had a lot of leftovers, or maybe just because they had the designs, they had their people print more. I don't know, but it was only $15, and I think we registered in like August, and so we are doing training runs for upcoming marathon. So excited.
So this was our training run 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we did a training run, and this we just counted it towards this. So it was fantastic.
It was great, and we have another training run, 16 miles coming up this weekend. Not looking forward to it so much.
It's
but
pretty hot. It's 85, and it's like 8 o'clock at night, and it was 92 today.
So we're hoping for some cooler weather this weekend to
so.
run our 16 miles of training. But if it's not, oh well, we'll take lots of breaks. We might go a little bit slower, right?
Yeah, it might be if it's still 95. So it doesn't matter what time of morning we start at. It's still humid and
hot and humid.
So virtuals.
Yes, exactly.
Go ahead.
Virtuals. So basically everything is virtual now, and online we've seen a lot of heated discussion about why does it have to be virtual? Why can't race directors get their acts together and figure out how to make these staggered starts and to make them safe? And the other side of it, and people are saying, no, everybody needs to stay home. So I don't think we want to get into that debate here, but it's happening and you can't ignore it. And I think that a lot of the races are going to be virtual, and that's okay. It gives you a chance to work on your run at your neighborhood at your own pace. It sucks because you don't get the experience of being with a crowd and, that extra adrenaline that a real race gives you. And I know, especially on our YouTube, or not our YouTube, but our Facebook page, a lot of people have expressed that they're very sad because maybe this might be their first Run Disney race. Or they've been training for their first marathon and now all of a sudden they're like, I got to run it at home. That's stupid. I can do that tomorrow, So it's disheartening.
I feel that way.
Yeah, it's disheartening, but it's a reality right
I don't
now,
like
unfortunately.
virtual runs, and I have no problem talking about that. I never did. And unless they're for charity. There's been a couple of times where prior to all of the coronavirus stuff, occasionally I would do a virtual run for charity purposes that moved me. But all of this right now, I just can't, Adam.
I know.
Like
It stinks. I am
could
so
not bring
tired of
myself
running in the neighborhood.
to do the virtual Disney.
No.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
We didn't.
I know.
We didn't. We have the wine and dine because I would have. My heart melted. My heart melted when the villains race was over with.
And you're doing the Ursula 10K, right? Or is that the 5K?
It's 10K. I'm
For
going
the
to do the
medal.
10K and the half.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll video stuff about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I did not order my costume yet.
Sadness.
Okay, I'm still going to do it.
It means I haven't ordered my costume yet either, so I guess I'm
I'm
behind
going to
too.
do it because I need to be there in spirit. That race is so important to me, and I'm gonna be so sad. And so but marathon weekend, I just can't pull the trigger to buy the virtual. So I posted something about when they put the prices out. Same thing with Princess. It was like when you worked out the medal, or the cost to add the shirt in, the extra magic, I think they called it.
The extra magic for the shirt
was like $55. I love this is not a Disney shirt. I don't know why.
But it's still got sponsorship all over the back, just like the Disney shirts do. So you know that they're not paying anything for those shirts, right? They've got sponsorship all over them. So I get it. Disney needs help right now. They're struggling. They are really struggling. And the fate of runDisney, I think, this is just me, nobody else. I think the fate of runDisney is dangling by a thread. I think runDisney has a chance that it may become all virtual from here on out.
Yeah. Then they don't have to worry about
Folks,
all of the logistics.
They can't even do fireworks. They're having a hard time with any entertainment of any kind.
Yeah.
They can't open the water parks. So, and they have no plans to open the water parks. I think that the fate of runDisney is really, really, really not certain. And I think that I'd be interested to hear if they even kept their employees, which makes me just so sad. I know a lot of the employees for runDisney crossover with ESPN Sports, and I know with the NBA and soccer being there, that probably was really, really good for those cast members who do runDisney. Probably let them cross over into those things, but now those things are done. So it's really sad. If we hear that some of those cast members have been let go, I think that it's probably a real good precursor of what we can expect for runDisney in the coming years. Because now, I mean, the races have been pretty much all virtual set until next February, right? When is Princess?
Princess is February, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we haven't heard about
we
Star
are
Wars.
registered for Star Wars.
We haven't heard about that yet, but who knows? Yeah, it's hard to say.
Because I guess I have to look up too when registration for the next Wine and Dine is. Mm-hmm. It's usually like around February.
Yeah.
And I think that's when we'll know like what they want to do. I have a feeling that we'll know before then. If they're just going to just not do races next year either.
Please comment. I'd love to hear your all's thoughts too. I mean, this is just Kristen and I. This is just our thoughts, our opinions.
They have to want to do it. And I, unfortunately, have to agree. I don't think that Disney wants it. I mean, I get that they have weekends that it helps boost their attendance, but right now I don't think that they care enough about attendance. Like,
it makes me very sad. It makes me very sad.
No, they're cutting and they're not trying to get attendance. So
yeah, it's so very
I don't know.
sad. It's so very sad. And leading into our next topic, which is we're still going to try and update everybody with as many POVs as we can. I know that there's a lot of people on this channel that really just appreciate the POVs because they run to them every week. Yeah. And I'm still running 7 days a week. Yeah. May not be the smartest thing. I'm still running 7 days a week, and I know those of you that still are and are doing high training miles appreciate having those POV videos because it gives you something to look forward to. I totally get that. So we are trying to bring those back, and Kristen went to Magic Kingdom today to get one for us that we can publish next Tuesday, hopefully.
I know. I'm going to call it you can call it.
Seasonal.
Yeah. The holiday series.
The holiday series.
So I've already got reservations because it is not easy. Like, I know people are going to tell me, yes, it is. It's easy to get reservations, but
It's
you
hard.
know, it's not like because living here before, I would just say, oh, I'm going to go there for an hour and go down the street. I can't just do that when I please now. So I've got some reservations coming up, and so then that way I can do things like Holiday at Magic Kingdom, which I did Halloween for
How was
today.
Halloween today at the Magic Kingdom? I was not there.
No, of course not.
Please, Disney, take note. I was not there. It's
No.
just her.
Of course,
Yes.
no. Adam won't be on property.
No.
But it was fun. They had their decor out and about, and they had characters for the cavalcades that were in costume. Now, on the video, I didn't come across any because I came pretty late in the day, and so I didn't see them. I just saw them above the train station, like waving to people.
Mickey and Minnie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cute.
Yeah.
And so they had like a lot of interesting things. I think you're gonna love this, and we're gonna put it in the description of the POV video for each video that we do, I guess I can say.
Each posting, yeah.
Like notes to see, like, hey, if you watch this video, you'll note this is kind of different. Like in this one, I was telling Adam and like texting him notes as I walk by. Like, I've got some good shots of the construction for Tron. So it's kind of fun to
Looking pretty cool,
run,
guys. Yeah,
run
it's looking
around
awesome.
and see it. And
Well, and normally we would do a companion. So normally I would do the POV and she would kind of do like a companion talking about what's happening in the parks. And now it's just her. So she will be doing the POVs. And so we really want to put some extra notes in there about some interesting things at certain times to look for in the video. Because we really, what we want to do with this channel is keep those POVs current. I know there's some other channels that do Disney treadmill POVs that have only released just a couple of them. And I think what's really
it's
cool,
fun to see what changes.
What's really cool is to see the seasonal change and to see this, you know, changing of what the parks are looking like. And you don't want to run that same video of Magic Kingdom over and over and over again. It gets really old. So you see the same guy sitting at the bench at the same time. So we're going to try and keep them current. And I think that it's really cool to do some
the
holiday
calendar
ones.
that we put together and the dates that we have them set up to be filmed, I think is going to be really excellent.
Oh, you know what I'm really upset about? We really wanted to do a Mickey's Not So Scary POV.
I know.
So we would have done the POV while the party was going on and possibly the parade and fireworks and that kind of thing. So
Next year.
it would have been like a run during Mickey's Very Merry and a run during Mickey's Very Scary, Not So Scary Christmas Party. Would have been so cool. Those were in our plans to like release and have people love, but not this year.
No, next year.
Next
for
year.
Sure.
Next year for sure. We still have a couple of resorts that Kristen's going to head to. I think Wilderness Lodge is on the list for that to go
Wilderness
do POV.
Lodge is, we'll get that. Oh
And-
my gosh. I've been itching to get the campground. And I avoided it. I actually decided to avoid it during like the summer only because everybody knows that when you go to the campground during like holidays, like October,
People
and
decorate.
yes, and people decorate like crazy.
Big time
So,
decorations, yeah.
I booked some dinner stuff so that we can go over there, and by we I mean like my the kids are probably going to come with me, and I think we're going to ride our bikes and video it from a bike so that it comes out real smooth and we can cover quite a bit of ground.
Yeah.
And see some
Because
awesome
if you haven't
stuff.
been to the Fort Wilderness campground during the holidays, people decorate like crazy, like even better than their homes. Like they decorate their campsites, and it's phenomenal. So some of those holiday POVs would be really cool to share with all of you as well. So we definitely have a schedule. Thank you, Kristen, for keeping us on task with the schedule. And some exciting things coming out. How did Magic Kingdom feel today? How did it feel crowd-wise and just...
since I was there at the end of the day, right towards closing, it was pretty, it wasn't so busy towards the back of the park because people were starting to head out, and it was hot. It was 90 some degrees. So I think people were getting tired. So most people were on Main Street. Main Street was really crowded. But, you know, it felt busy for a Thursday. We're filming it on a Thursday, but you'll see this on Friday, tomorrow. It felt busy for not having the Halloween not so scary party. Like that normally brings people
Lots of people in costumes though, right?
Oh, that's another great thing. You know, it's not everybody, but if you watch the video closely, occasionally it's more than a couple times that you see people who are in costumes, because they are inviting people to come in costume. So that was fun. I did see some of those people hanging out there and walking around. So
That's super cool.
yeah, so a few things, and we'll put those. Make sure you check the description before you watch it for a couple of the points of where to look and some interesting things to note from the video.
Also, keep in mind that it's getting close to that 30 days out from Wine and Dine. So if you're planning on doing some special reservations after you do your solo run at your resort, if you're looking to make a dining reservation somewhere as a celebration for Wine and Dine on your own, since it's happening virtually, keep that in mind. So you can make a nice dinner reservation to celebrate your running victory of your virtual run somewhere on property, or maybe at your house out if you live close by like we do, or whatever resort that you choose to run solo by yourself.
I think that's what we should talk about next week.
Yeah, that's
Where
a good idea. Yeah.
should you run? If you kept your reservation, where should you run?
Where should you run? Solo. We don't want anybody making any groups here. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Unless you're a couple, 2 runners. But anyway, maybe we can hit that next week. So what I do want to do right now, Kristen, is we are back and we have this great new wall. So I want to take a selfie of us. Can we do that? With our new wall. Oh, awesome. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And we'll post the selfie up on our Facebook page. If you don't subscribe to us, please do. We are desperately trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can go live. Because YouTube will not let you go live to have 1,000 subscribers. They also let you monetize at that point. We're not hoping to make any money. We're clearly not making any money off of this. It is not for profit.
It's just a hobby.
We certainly don't have enough views for that. But we would love to do some live things, to send Kristen in to do some live POVs that you can schedule for your treadmill runs. So please click that subscribe button and follow us on Facebook at Wish Upon a Run, which is our Facebook page. There you'll see lots of current updates. And we're going to try and keep this going and keep the momentum going again,
I think
right,
we
Kristen?
are. We've got stuff planned out through the end of the year.
Yes.
Now, it's on my calendar. It's penned in, not penciled.
Ink. Yes.
And then, the beginning of the year, we'll take a brief hiatus a little bit over Christmas
We have a lot
and New
going
Year's
on.
week.
Yeah.
And so we'll take a little bit brief. Our plan is like that 2 weeks because we do have some things out of town. And then
Maybe
January,
a POV
we'll
at
celebrate
a resort for a certain Walt Disney World in Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, that is so true.
Alani, maybe an Alani POV coming up for the new year.
I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see. Who knows? We'll see.
If they're open.
We'll see. Well, you know what I have to do now, Kristen? I have to take this medal off, and I need to officially hang it on our metal wall downstairs because we have earned this now. So I'm going to take it off. And we're so happy you joined us, and thank you for
sticking
with us. And I'm gonna make it through this. I'm not the happiest of campers. It's pretty sad. It's been a real tough, trying couple of months. Thank goodness Kristen's been keeping my spirits up, and running helps a lot with that. Running's always been a really good coping mechanism for me. So running whenever I'm feeling down is something that really helps me stay positive. So and I hope that's something that you all at home feel as well. And we just hope that everybody's healthy and safe and happy, and that your runs and training are going well.
So we'll be posting a lot more, almost every other day on Facebook back again. And so comment, and we're excited to hear from you and grow, keep growing. We've grown a lot since we started in March.
Yep.
So thank you again. And we will be chatting with you next week.
Thanks, guys. Take care.